Good afternoon, Bobcat fans. On this glorious afternoon, this is Paul Ferentz with Pammy Baker TV, and I'm joined today with my old buddy who's done a million games with me in the past, Mr. Tim Tyler. Tim, good to have you. Welcome. Good to see you.
Thanks, Paul. It's nice to be back. We did a number of great games together. Mentioning to you before we came on air that exciting game against Bo back at UNH when they came
the championship.
And scored in the last 20 seconds or so.
The championship, yeah. We have continued in that vein with a winning tradition here. Set up a long time ago by Mr. Chuck Lenihan, somebody you know well, who they're going to honor today, I'm happy to say. And that'll be a nice afternoon. We're playing this game. It's Friday afternoon, folks. If you haven't figured it out, it's not Saturday because of the monsoon tsunami that's coming in. And they can't. The only sports that'll be going on tomorrow are the toughest kids, and that's cross-country runners down at Dairyfield. I should go down there and watch them. But it's a glorious afternoon. We're going to start around 2:15 as kickoff, I believe. We're playing the Sanborn Indians. Plymouth is looking for a 7-2 record, which means they have to win today. And Sanborn's pretty good. So I think we have a better chance on a dry field than a wet one. And home field is always a good advantage anyway. The record on this playing field here is outstanding. So we got some wonderful football this afternoon to look forward to.
Yeah, Paul, it's a perfect day for football. Sun's out and it's perfect temperature. Sanborn's actually 3-5 this year, which I think is somewhat of a marked improvement from what they've been in the last couple of years with a 3-5 record.
I'm told they're better than their record. Wow. So, coaching comes into play there. But, they could be formidable. They got some good running backs. Yeah. They got a quarterback who was formerly a tackle, 6'4", 250.
Wow.
So, you got to play the game. Could be fun.
And, as far as playoffs are concerned, they start next week, and it appears the Bobcats will be on the road. We never know everything for sure until the final games are completed, and this is the final weekend of the regular season. But it appears they'll be around the 5th seed, we think.
But please wait for my announcement before I release you. Thank you.
The playoffs are. We don't know yet. You're right. There could be some Friday night upsets coming.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, if any teams are playing in that rain tomorrow, who knows? Could be some upsets, and I would love it if we were. I don't care if we're on the road. Went to Pelham and beat them a couple years ago. So we travel well, but there's nothing like home cooking.
And the year that they won it down at UNH against Bo, that year they beat Wyndham on the road. That blocked field goal at the end of the game.
They have not recovered, Wyndham.
And I think what some people forget is the Bobcats have played some schools that now have moved up to Division I, and Wyndham is one of those. Another one was Portsmouth, who is now a Division I school. So Bobcats have held their own against the competition within the division they've been in by beating some of those schools. I know years ago they also played Goffstown, who's now a Division I school.
Yeah, and we're under 700 as a enrollment right now, but they don't care. They play with confidence. They show up. They're going to give their all, and they're going to fight to the finish. And they had two tough outings. The last time, St. Thomas, down at St. Thomas, the Saints, and they have a good running back, two good running backs. It was a good team. We never got off the bus. We're just flat as pancakes. And we suffered for it, and we came back. But they're always going to bounce back and learn from those mistakes. They probably watched the film a couple times. And the coaching staff, second to none here. And Chuck Lenihan set that blueprint up a long time ago, and these guys are carrying on, all of them of which who played for Chuck. And Chris Sanborn has been a master at his head coaching job and offensive duties. And then you got Tom Lamb on the defensive side. Bend but don't break, and they've been fabulous.
And I think if I figure it right, this may be the 6th year in a row they've gone to the playoffs. The previous 5 years they won 3 state titles, and last year, of course, they lost in a tough one down at Sauhegan. So they're there every year, and
Yeah.
not only in the playoffs, but oftentimes they make it and have made it to the finals.
Yeah, nobody wants to play Plymouth
No.
on the road or not, and because they do their homework. I don't care if they play Timberland against or St. Thomas. I have great confidence. It'll be figured out, and they'll show up. And those teams know it. Wyndham, like we said earlier, they hadn't even punted all year. Plymouth went down there, and they beat them in the trenches. And they just beat them up, and they're still talking about it, walking in circles. It's a good thing they moved to Division I because they don't want any part of Plymouth. But we have a gorgeous day here. This is football weather, 50 degrees, beautiful sunny day. And they're going to do the coin toss. We'll figure out who's get the ball. And, I'm looking forward. I'm glad you're back, Tim.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
We had a good time. A lot of
Yeah,
those games.
we had some great
have a good
memories
time.
and certainly some great games that we covered over that 4 or 5 year period. And so I know Mike's off maybe on vacation right now. I hope he's enjoying himself wherever he went.
He went down to St. Martin, I believe.
Oh, wow.
But I do have to remember, I got to give a shout out to Mike Sullivan and Ben Cronin, who do the radio broadcast. And since we were stuck last week with nobody available for the TV, our producer, Andrew Fenn, hooked them up, their audio, to the TV, and those guys were spectacular. They're really good together. They've been doing it for a while. They work very well together, and I thoroughly enjoyed listening to them. And they have a good time doing it. So here we're going to go for the coin toss.
At this time, school is dismissed. Reminder for teachers in the back parking lot, the gates are open to go out through Merrill Street. Please take your time. Thank you.
And you see the captain's out there now with Luke Bisson in number 60, who's battling a medical condition, but always been part of this team and very well supported by his classmates and teammates and the whole community, actually. So it's nice he's out there. Yeah, Cal Swanson, who may play, I'm not sure. And Joe Peters is back for the first time, number 22. He's been out like 6 weeks. He was a formidable threat on offense, a great receiver, and even tougher on defense. So we're glad to have him back. Of course, Eddie Camp, big number 54, nursing a hamstring and whatever else he had going, a bad ankle. But if they're healthy, again, they're formidable. And they could take anybody they've already played and beat them. Not a problem. And today's a good tune-up. I hope it's some challenge.
Well, I think today they will prepare for the playoffs. I think Chris will obviously have some things going on in preparation for the next, hopefully, 2, 3, or 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's for sure. They're taking notes as we go along. And we're going to Plymouth will kick off, so we're going to take a break right now. And we'll be back after the national anthem.
The anthem will be performed by the Plymouth Regional High School Pep Band under the direction of Mr. William Gunn.
Just wanted to throw a positive comment the way of Andrew Fenn, who's the director here.
Yes.
For PBTV. He runs a quality program here. I was commenting to him earlier today that I watched some of my old high school games on public TV, or not public TV, cable TV, online, and the product that goes out from PBTV is just outstanding, and he really does a great job, and Plymouth's fortunate to have such great local coverage for their high school sports.
Except for his low bar for announcing, he's got it all covered. No, he's fabulous. We're lucky to have him. I agree. It's a pleasure. The parents love it, and the kids watch it all week, and they really are enjoying it. So yes, you're right. Kudos to Andrew Fenn. Very much appreciate. So here comes Sanborn with their pink stockings in honor of breast cancer awareness, I believe, the pink. And Plymouth is going to be kicking off. We're going to have Will the Thrill, Will Fogarty, who's been fabulous all year.
And I know on one of the broadcasts they were really working on his nickname, but I guess it stayed Will the Thrill. So.
Yeah, because the nicknames they suggested were terrible.
Yeah.
So we eliminated them immediately. I talked to Will about it. He was fine. No, he's just a great kid, a great sport, coming off the soccer team and double duty all year. He's got a number of points he's contributed. I don't think he's kicked a field goal yet. He may have kicked one, I think, at Guilford. Maybe not.
Yes, he did. They were up 3-0 at the beginning of the game. He did.
Here's one. It's a boomer, all the way down to close to the end zone. They're gonna. I don't know why he's looking at it. Picks it up now, looking to get away. Nowhere to go. Inside the 10-yard line for a great kickoff coverage. Can't see who tackled him. And this kid is slow to get up. He's going to limp over to the side, but a great kickoff team coverage. Special teams have always been good.
Yeah.
Thank Mike Boyle for that. He gets them well prepared. And so Plymouth puts him in a tough spot right off the bat.
First and 10, Sanborn.
As you said, special teams is so key, and to have that opening kickoff and hold your opponent inside the 10-yard line is a great way to start the game.
Yeah, quite often it could decide a game, and I don't fear for what we have to offer. So here we go. Defense is set up. Quarterback's over center. Big number 40. Got a pass right away out in the flat. He's going to go for some yards. Great run right there. Picked up about 20. Good first play for Sanborn.
Yeah, impressive. Gets them out of a hole, Paul, so now they got some room to operate. They're in the shadow of their goalpost on that first play, so good gain, and we'll see what they can do with it.
Yeah, I want to see him test our defense today. See what that looks like. Kevin Kudlozier is the quarterback, big number 40. There's a handoff to number 2, trying to cut up field. He's making some ground. Another first down, Tim. They got some running game.
2 plays, 2 first downs.
That's great. They're on the move. See Coach Lamb making some adjustments.
Okay, they did. They are moving it.
No flags yet either, Tim.
Oh.
We see a lot of them. Here we go. He's in the shotgun now. Low snap. Quarterback takes it himself right up the middle. There's a big pile in the middle there. Picked up a good 5-6 yards, though.
Plymouth on defense did that patented shift they do, so I'm hoping to confuse Sanborn. It evidently didn't that time because they got about a 5-yard gain.
No, a lot of teams do jump when they see that shift.
I remember it was pretty effective in their opener against Timberlane. Timberlane jumped quite a number of times on that.
Yeah, Timberlane had a number of penalties that day. Here we are, second and a long 5. Man in motion. He's going to take it himself again, the quarterback. He's a big boy. Supposed to be 6'4", 240. Run the ball twice already. He's a senior.
32 from the 45.
So
Boy.
this is your first big third down play of the game here in the first quarter. A 3rd and 2. Inside, we'd say...
They're right at the 45.
45, yeah.
Right?
Just
Yeah, you're right. Big play here. Bunched up there. That was a busted play, and the quarterback makes something of it anyway. Turned around, ran into his own man, bounced off, and picks up another 5. They are moving the ball, moving those chains.
moving the chains, and also a drive like this melts the clock.
First and 10, Sanborn.
Keeps the Bobcat offense off the field.
Yeah, I'm glad for Sanborn getting off that bus at Plymouth. A long bus ride and getting in here now and moving the ball. 3 first downs. First and 10 right from the 50-yard line. Hand off to number 2, trying to cut up field, going nowhere. Cross was in on that play. Javon, and that looked like Matt Cleary in on that play.
First play where it looked like Plymouth had smelled that out and held him to limited gain, maybe a yard.
Bend but don't break defense. Another goof up in the backfield. They're running into each other. That is pretty unusual this late in the season. You'd think unless they're brand new plays.
The last time they got 5 yards out of it, this time they lost a yard.
That's because the quarterback handed it off.
Yeah.
He should keep it.
So they're in a 3rd and long here, 3rd and 10, and we'll see if they go to the air. They opened the game with a pass that went for close to 20 yards. It was a short pass with a good run after it, so we'll see if they go back to a similar play here on a 3rd and 10.
You called it. Back to pass. It's up in the air. It's anybody's. Incomplete pass. You call that one, Tim.
Yeah, it looked very similar to the play they ran at the beginning of the game. But the Bobcats defended that well and almost picked it off.
Well, he had a nice throw, but it wouldn't have gotten him the first down, I don't think.
And it looks like it appears they sent a punting team in, but we'll see.
Yeah, right at the 50. You can't risk it here. You got to punt, wouldn't you think? Maybe it's all or nothing today.
No,
Good for them. I think we're set for another pass. They got 2 wideouts. Quarterback going to run it himself probably. He's got a guy out there. And it's picked off after being bounced around. Look at this right down the sideline. That's Joe Peters, number 22. Back for the first time in 6 weeks. That's the old tip drill they practice.
Yeah, that was close to being completed.
It was right in his hands. Sanborn had it, popped it. 2 defenders were there, but the quarterback had enough on it to get it into him. And Peters wisely picks it and takes off.
Yeah, I think Sanborn was fortunate they didn't get flagged in that tackle, too. It almost looked like a horse collar tackle on that far sideline.
So we're down inside the 30 at the 25-yard line of Sanborn on a great defensive play by Joe Peters, just back on the field. After a broken wrist kept him out for 6 weeks. Cross will take over now. There it goes, quick handoff, somebody on the right side. That's Ciotti or Welch or...
Ciotti on the carry.
Yep, Anthony Ciotti, number 24. Little pop-off tackle for 1 yard gain. Sanborn cannot give us these situations.
No, they had a good drive going there, and if they completed that pass, it would have been down towards the 30-yard line. And
no, they were in control.
Yeah, a nice drive going.
2nd and a long 9. He's back to pass already. Terrible throw by Cross. He knows it immediately. Trying to get it out there to looks like number
Cross's pass is incomplete.
20. Yeah, that was to Brock Tanner, number 26. It looked like it slipped out of his hands and he threw it right at his feet. Wide open though. Third down, a long 9.
I think he had Crowley over the middle as well on that play. It looked like he was possibly open.
Well, there's got to be another pass in play or maybe a little counter. There it is, a handoff right up the middle. Look at him go. He's going to get that first down easily. What a great pop. See who that was. That Ciotti again? 24? Or Dylan Welch?
Carry by Welch, good for about
Dylan Welch. He hits the hole so quick.
Yeah, he's quick. And
He doesn't need a lot. Just a little sliver off that offensive block on the line, and he takes off.
first and 10 from the 4.
He's been doing that all year. First down now. Just inside the 15. Another quick handoff up the middle. He keeps going. Let's see who that
down
is.
near the 5 or 6 yard line.
Anthony Ciotti, again, number 24. He's a workhorse. Second and about 3 from the 6-7 yard line. Plymouth is on the move.
We're about halfway through the first period here. 6 minutes to go.
You can see that scoreboard?
Yeah, amazingly, I can. Must be my new glasses.
Here we go. Another running play, maybe. There it is to Ciotti. Cuts it upfield. He's going to be in
He's in.
for the score. Touchdown by Anthony Ciotti, number 24, off tackle. Well, that shows you the offensive line is doing their job.
So the Bobcats take advantage of a turnover and march it down the field and put points on the board right off.
Anthony Ciotti.
And that's key because Sanborn was moving the ball and looked like they were kind of taking control of the game early on.
They were moving it, you're right, but you can't give Plymouth an inch. You got to play your best game. There's Will to throw the kick. It's up, and it is good. Plymouth off to a 7-0 lead with 5:49 in this first quarter. Good start, Tim.
Yeah. Bobcats, of course, want to be ready for next week and whoever they play.
Right.
We're not sure who that's going to be yet, but it appears they'll be on the road. So they want to do things right today to get prepared for that.
Well, what's good is Joe Peters is on the field after getting the cast off for 6 weeks. And he right away has an impact, just like it was when he was on the field before he left. He's a great offensive player and defensive player, and so he's right back in the swing of things. And they're going to need him. They're going to need all they have for the playoffs.
So the Bobcats will be kicking off here, and I think he's going to be challenged to meet the opening game kickoff where they pinned Sanborn inside their 10.
That was odd. He waited to pick that ball up. It really wasn't a good attempt at a return. I maybe thought it was going to bounce into the end zone. Here goes Will Fogarty again. Big ball all the way down, right at the 2 yard line. Received well and going right up the middle. He's got a lot of room. Good run back up over the 30 yard line.
On the return.
That was number 2.
Made by number 87, Johnson.
So let's see what the Bobcat defense can do their second time out there after that Sanborn's opening drive. And we'll see if Sanborn can bounce back after that turnover and that touchdown.
Yeah, that was number 2, Nate Ashby, another senior. Boy, they would like nothing better for that bus ride home with a win at Plymouth, which is a rare time. Let's see what the quarterback has up his sleeve now. Here goes 2 in motion. He's looking to turn the corner. Got tripped up there. Let's see who was that in there. Number...
Tackle made by Welch.
Dylan Welch, number 28. We could hear the PA announcer. It's hard to see from the skybox we're in. This is the owner's box. which is good, but hard seeing the numbers from here. So it didn't develop into what they thought. They only got 2 yards out of it. Second and a long 8. Quarterback keeps it. I don't know if that was a design quarterback draw, but this kid is tough.
Yeah, he's made
This kid
some
is tough.
miraculous escapes from tackles, and where they've had a couple mess-ups on handoffs, he's gained yardage. And that one, he got a first down out of.
He's a big boy. Broke 2
Yeah.
tackles on that play. So they're, again, moving the chains. Look where they are. Approaching the 50-yard line. Stick to their game plan. They could be a threat.
They've got 3 wideouts on this side.
Yeah. He's looking. Goes long down the other side. Kid's got a good arm. Well covered. Defense was out there. Kind of overthrew him a little, too. Let's see who that defender is on that side.
Yeah, I think he had to let that go sooner than he wanted because he was they were in pursuit, the Bobcat defense.
And that was Jake Crowley out there in 81. Playing great defense. He's having a super year. Defense and offense. Here we go now. Back to pass again. A rollout is being challenged. He's running now. There's a quick pass. No good. Incomplete to number 44.
And he was, again, the Bobcat defense was in pursuit, but he gets yardage. I mean, he's very elusive, tough to bring down. He rolls out, so, I mean, they really have to be on top of him because that's when your defense can break down in the secondary.
Jeffrey Lyford was right on top of him, harassing him. Almost got him. I agree. That running back, the quarterback, can run. He's better off to having, that was an incomplete pass. This third down from here? Looks like third down. Still 10. 4 minutes in the first quarter. 7-0, Plymouth in the lead. Quick handoff up the middle. He's got some yards. He's going to get the first down. Or very close where they mark it. Ooh, very close.
It's going to be about a yard shot.
He's got to go for it anyway. Josh Surratt, another senior, number 44. So, if I'm Sanborn, I'm calling a quarterback sneak. This guy will fall forward and get the yardage. He's a big kid. 4th down and a yard. And there he goes. It's quarterback sneak. The old Tom Brady push from behind. And he depends on the mark. How's it look?
I think he got it. They're going to measure it.
Oh, my goodness.
It's going to be close.
He did not get a favorable spot. It's going to be close. We're talking inches here, Tim.
Yeah, it looked like he got a little further than that.
He did get further.
Yeah.
He got a bad mark.
Yeah.
Bad spot. Got to get the short change for this one. Let's see the signal.
Plymouth is motioning.
It must be by the tip of the ball. Everybody down there, hard to see. Plymouth thinking they got it back. They're pointing it their way. They did not get it. 4th down play paid off for Sanborn. The Indians are on the move in Plymouth territory.
They were down in this area on their first drive when the Bobcats picked off that pass. So second time they've shown they can move the football.
Yeah, this kid's got to keep running it. Quick pitch out to number 2, looking for a cut up. Cuts it back. He's going to get some yards out of it. Not much. That number 2 looks pretty quick. He looks fast.
He made a nice cut back on that to pick up the yardage you got.
He only picked up a couple yards. But again, the offense for Plymouth is off the field. And Sanborn's on the move. And the clock is ticking down to 2:45. In this first quarter, Sanborn looking to get on the scoreboard. He's back in the shotgun, the quarterback. There goes two in motion. Quick hand up the middle. He finds a little room.
Open.
Pops it outside. He's getting some yards. That was a great run. Good job by Sanborn on that one. Caught everybody flat-footed. And they are moving it. They're just inside the 25, the Plymouth 23-yard line. Looking to get on the board.
We're around 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in the period here. And as far as time of possession, it has definitely been in Sanborn's favor.
Two wideouts now. Shotgun position. Number two again. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. He is one tough kid. He got some good yards out of that. 3 or 4 anyway, or close to 5. Inside on the 19, 18-yard line. Plymouth defense trying to hold the line here.
So this is a point where the Bobcats need a big defensive play.
Well, if I'm Sanborn, I got this kid running the ball. Don't even bother throwing it. Two in motion. He's a speed. He gives it to him. Cuts it upfield. He's got some yards. They can't bring him down. What are they, hugging him? You can't hug these guys. You got to tackle them, Tim.
And in all honesty, Sanborn's executing really well. They've had a couple mix-ups that they got out of early in the game. But as I said, they really have ball possession here.
That is a big first down.
Down around the 11-yard line.
Big first down. Sanborn is on the move. Coach Lamb making his adjustments on the fly here. Now they got the number 2 out wide. 2 guys out wide. Quarterback in the shotgun. There comes 2 in motion. Quick one up the middle. They sniffed that one out right away. No gain there. No gain. Good defense right there. Let's see who gets up off that ball last. Looks like Caden Sanborn, I believe.
Yeah, and there was a loss on that of a couple of yards, I think. So we got a second down now and about 11. And that's one of the few times the Bobcats have really penetrated and stopped that play in its tracks. So they need 2 more like that.
Yeah, that's a, you don't want a 2-yard loss, but they are lined up again. This is where the Plymouth defense has to stand tall. Back to pass again. Easy one, overthrows him.
And he was, if he was able to lay that in there a little closer, that was a touchdown.
Yeah, he walked it in.
Yeah.
He was 3 yards ahead of the defender. He would have walked it in.
Allow these passes incomplete.
Well, they got to go 4 downs down here,
Yeah.
Tim. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Down at 12.
3rd and 12. Right to the half-yard line. It's not 3rd and goal. Another big play here by the defense. He's back. And there's no flag on that play. Thank goodness.
And they had a receiver deep in the left-hand corner of the end zone that looked open.
Javon Kador made that happen. He put the pressure on this guy. Quarterback couldn't hold on to it. Had to let it go. And the receiver was not quite ready. Fourth down.
Calling a timeout, good call maybe to think of what they can run in this play. I doubt that they would attempt a field goal at this point. But.
No, they got to put a ball in the end zone. Hope to get a call or have the kid catch it.
I mean, those last 2 plays were there.
Yeah, wide open. I agree.
The snack shack is open for your dining pleasure.
The snack shack is open.
For our dining pleasure.
Today was hot dog day and donut day. Half price. It's like a feeding frenzy down there with John Spear. It's fantastic. Kids love it. Friday afternoon, this is a way to end the week. It's been a long week.
Yeah, and a beautiful day to go down and get a hot dog, some popcorn, and sit on the sideline, sit on that hill, and watch a great game.
Defense is out there. Number 77, Tyler Stikowski. Of course, you got Jeffrey Lyford, number 50. Those guys have been rocks in the middle. Caden Sanborn. These guys are just working hard in the trenches. This is big fourth down play. This quarterback doesn't run it himself. You better hit somebody in the end zone. He's going to take it himself. They got him covered. He throws it. Another one was wide open. He could have had that.
Yeah, he was under duress, but he had a guy down near the goal line, and that was 3 plays where they had receivers that were potential touchdown plays. And they've dominated time of possession here in the first quarter, and we're getting down towards the end of the quarter. The Bobcats really got the ball on a turnover and went down and scored fairly quickly. Otherwise, it's been all Sanborn offensively. They moved the ball all the way down the field. They get the kickoff return to the 30, got it down to 11, and then the drive stalled, but not without 3 fairly successful attempts at pass plays to score.
These guys were open if they had caught it. Quick hitter up the middle. Get us out of that hole down there.
You know, Paul, over the years we've seen Plymouth, and oftentimes in close games where they're either down by a touchdown, ahead by a touchdown, or no one has scored, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they break a long play, break a 70 or 80-yard run.
We've seen it.
We've seen it time. I think it was last year. It was the opener against Timberlane, where they broke one that went
Cole Johnston from the 3-yard line.
90 yards or 90-something yards. And they just have a tendency to do that. And it breaks the back of the opponent who's been hanging in there. And that's what we're looking at here. If you know,
great play calling by Chris Sanborn to make those things happen.
And I'll predict that you'll see Dylan Welch get the ball here in the next play or two. And he has just such potential of breaking it.
He does. He's got the speed. So the end of 1, it's Plymouth 7, Sanborn Indians 0, and we'll be right back.
Well, let's see if the Bobcats, can break one here, because they've had a tendency to do this in the past.
Yep, 2nd and 5. Quick handoff to Dylan Welch. It looks like he's fighting for the first down. Big gang tackle there. No, that was Ciotti again, number 24. Anthony Ciotti. He's been doing it all year. Hard runner. He doesn't need but a sliver of light to break through. And he's got that breakaway speed like Dylan Welch.
And first down.
He just got enough. Moving the chains. That's what Plymouth does. I'll tell you, somebody else who's been showing up is Brock Tanner. Just spectacular this year, getting better every week. Here we go. First down from our own 22-yard line. Another handoff to Ciotti. Picks up 5 easy.
So I think they have a kind of a counter that they run to Welch, I believe.
And to Brock.
Yeah,
they both scored on it.
And I'm waiting for that call.
It's going to come.
Yeah.
It catches him flat-footed.
Yeah.
Flat-footed, and Coach Sanborn setting him up for it right now. He's a master at calling what he needs, getting it out of him. 2nd and a long 7. Another quick hitter up the middle. He's going to break away from it. Is that Ciotti again, I think? Anthony Ciotti does not go down on the first hit. He fights his way and gets some more.
So they're going to have a 32 here.
Yeah. I tell you another play that works and they could use more often is Cross on a rollout. He ends up running, picks up 5, 10, 15 yards at a clip. Get that extra blocker when he's running. Here it is right there. He's going to make his way. Easy first down. That looked like a little counter. That was Anthony Ciotti again with the quick hitter. Plymouth moving those chains is what they like to do, and tick, tick, tick. Up 7-0 in the second quarter. This gorgeous afternoon.
And actually, considering it was scheduled late for Friday, a pretty good crowd in front of us here.
Yeah, not bad at all. Well, they're going to big ceremony this afternoon, which is going to be nice. Another one to Ciotti, looking to break out. So, ooh, got crushed. Big number 48.
Ciotti on the carry.
So he got a yard on that. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Bobcats right now are doing a little bit of what Sanborn has done or did in the first period, kind of putting together a ball control drive, running the clock down.
Looked like we jumped early, but it didn't happen. No flag. And that was stuffed early. Another big third down play coming up, Tim. Right at the 39.5-yard line of Plymouth. In our own territory, looking to move those chains again.
Might go to the air on this.
Cross does that rollout, heads for the corner, could do it. Nope, he hands it off this time. Stuffs him, did not get that first down, but I don't know. Do you risk anything here?
They're going to have a 4th and 5. He's going to punt.
Yep, punt team's coming in.
If it was a 4th and 1, I might think differently, but this is about a 4th and 5. Because, I mean, right now they're in a game. I mean, Sanborn has shown they can move the ball.
It's not Parker Eastman back there. 80-something is the number. I can't see it. But they're going to be punting from their own 30. Good kick. Takes a Plymouth bounce. Can be down close to right around the 27-yard line. And that was Will Fogarty, I guess, number 86 punting. Double duty. Kickoffs, extra points, field goals, and punts. Sanborn takes over. It's only 7-0. Just under 8 minutes to play in this second quarter. And you're right, Sanborn's been chewing up the clock.
Yeah, they've had ball. And, I mean, they held Plymouth there after a couple of first downs, so let's see what they can do.
Slipped on the side there, trying to get up, tackle. You know, except for that interception and run back, looks pretty evenly matched right now. Would you say?
I would agree, yeah. And, you know, that last drive where they didn't score, they had 3 opportunities in pass plays where they had receivers open, and they just didn't execute.
That quarterback's got to run the ball down there. Yeah. His guys are open. He's not hitting them. He's better off running. Kid's a horse. Back now, he sees somebody. He's going to get tackled. It could be intentional. If he threw that backwards, no flags.
They're going to say incomplete.
That was Jeffrey Lyford again. Javon Kador again. So they're finding their way past that offensive guard and tackle trying to block him. And they're not giving number 40, their quarterback, any time at all. So big third down.
We got a third down and long here, a third down and 10. And if they can hold them here, Bobcats should get the ball in a reasonably decent field position.
Well, it looks like defense has figured it out now.
Yeah,
they've made their adjustments, and well, we'll see what they do on this play. Big third down, no wideouts. 2 back in the backfield. There's a nice pass.
Oh,
right off the kid's hands, number 3.
And that would have been a first down.
Jake Friedman, senior. This stage of the season, you got to catch those. Kid was wide open, hit him right off the hands. So the quarterback's doing what he can do, but you got to catch the ball. Dylan Welch is back. This might be the special team touchdown we're looking for.
Yeah. He can certainly be electrifying when he fields those punts.
Terrible center back.
Oh.
Can't get the punt off. He's taken off. He almost got the first down out of
within
that.
a yard or two of that first down.
And guess who does the punting? Big number 40, their quarterback.
Yeah, he
You know, if they run a punt fake, he'd get it. He's the one-man team down there right now for Sanborn, number 40, the senior quarterback.
And Bobcats from the 36.
So this is a great opportunity for Plymouth to put some points on the board. They're inside the 40 at the 36 with the first down. See if they can put some plays together and hit pay to it.
Defense, again, putting them in a good position. And there's a flag. Must be too much time. 5-yard penalty. Uncharacteristic of Plymouth football, you know that. And it's something you got to clean up before the playoffs.
Unfortunately, we've seen quite a bit of that this year with the Patriots. Uncharacteristic.
I'm glad they won that last game, though.
Yeah.
They showed up. They got a lot of talent.
So we'll tell this week where they're headed.
Yep, we got some big games going on tonight. I don't know if there are any upsets planned, but if the rain comes in, and certainly tomorrow if there's any games, this should be a different game, I guess, in a downpour. First and 15 from our own 40. Crosses back. There's that counter trap. Stays on his feet. I think that was Joe Peters, number 22. Good to have him back. He gets the penalty back and a couple more.
So we'll have a 2nd and 8.
Good 7-yard pickup for Joe Peters. Back after being off for 6 weeks. It's good timing. We need him desperately for the playoffs. Offense and defense. Big play here. Crowley's going out wide, number 81, wide to the left. There goes Welch. He gets the handoff. Looking to cut upfield. He got Lyford in front of him. There's a good run, almost a first down. Jeffrey Lyford out there leading the way. Big pulling guard, number 50.
So he's about a yard or two short. It's going to be 3rd down and 2.
'87 coming in. Brennan Johnson had a good catch and run against St. Thomas last week, or the week before.
3rd down and 2.
Week before. Last week was Guilford. 3rd down. We're in 4-down territory anyway, Tim, you say?
And we're halfway through the 2nd period already.
Crosses back. He's going long. He overthrows a wide open Crowley.
Yeah,
That's play. They've connected on that before, but that was too bad. He had him beat.
He had a step on his defender. So that's going to give us 4th down now for the Bobcats and 2. Obviously a little too far out for any field goal attempt. I think they would attempt a field goal in this series if they were close enough, because that would put them up more than one score.
Give it to Ciotti. He'll break through for 5 yards. See what Coach Sanborn has up his sleeve here. 2 in the backfield. There it is, right there. Wide open Ciotti. And look at the burst of speed. First down and then some. Good run.
In the red zone down around the 15. No, I guess a little 17.
The offensive line is doing their job, and we're going right to the hurry up. Try to catch him flat-footed. Run the same play. Goes to the other side to Welch. A little spin move. He gets a couple.
Welch on the carry. Brought down by Surratt.
Oh, they're going to do the hurry up again, but no. Cross coming over to the coach. Get the next play lined up. Going in from, looks like the 16-yard line.
Yeah. And they got a second and about 8 on this.
Crowley's going to be out wide to the right. Oh, he jumped.
Procedure. Second and 13 now.
Flag on the play.
Jumped off sides. Coming off the field right now. That was
And that's the stuff.
67 or 87.
And that's the stuff they need to make sure they don't do in the playoffs.
I think that was Brennan Johnson.
Because they're drive killers. So we now go from a second and 8 to a second and 13.
Yeah, Plymouth doesn't usually shoot themselves in the foot. They're very disciplined that way. Got a wide out to the right with Crowley. We got some in motion here. Doesn't get it. It's the old trap again.
Yeah, nice.
He's going up the middle trying to get that yardage back. It was... Who was that running the ball?
On the carry.
Peters, I think you said Peters.
Joe Peters, number 22?
Yeah.
Well, they're going to find out. Yeah, he's going to get right back into the swing of things, so that's good. Third down and a long 11, 12.
So I guess if they don't get it here, is this? Do you think this is?
Do four downs.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want Will
well,
the thrill
that's
to
what I'm
kick
wondering.
one.
If they get 5 or 6 yards here, would they do that?
Back to pass. It's going long. He's open. Holds on to it in the end zone. That's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Bobcats.
Jake Crowley, the one he missed him on last time, it's too long. This one pays off one-on-one. Crowley's got great hands, a basketball player, you know. And he beats his man. He's wide open. Nice touch by Cross. Puts it right on the fingertips, and he holds on for the 6. Will the thrill now. Going to get the extra point. We're down to approaching 3 minutes left in his second half. Snaps down, and the kick is good again. Automatic. Great play.
Yeah, I think it was key that they got some points in that drive because Sanborn is hanging in here. And still, with 3 minutes or so left in the half, if Sanborn can put something together, they could make this still a tight ball game. But the last series, Plymouth seemed to shut their offense down, although they still have had some plays that if they had executed, they would have gotten first downs.
They were open, I agree.
It's not like they haven't had the playbook right.
No, the Sanborn receivers have not done justice to the passes that were thrown at him. And the quarterback, he could be a little bugged by that, but they were open, and you're right. They were moving the chains. But Plymouth is on the board for 14 points with 3:20 to go before the half. Sanborn trying to get on this scoreboard. Will Fogarty with the kickoff. A line drive.
Oh,
It's not fielded, not touched, so it's going to be a touchback, and they'll take over on their own 20. Looks like 3:20 to go before the half. Sanborn going to come out and try and get something on the board.
need to go 80 yards in 3 minutes. So I think we'll see them put the ball up here some.
Quarterback's got a great arm.
Yeah.
Kids have been open. The ones he did hit, they dropped it. The other ones he overthrew, and that would have been that make a big difference in this game. He's got a wide out, 2 wide outs. Number 2 in the slot, he's fast. Shotgun position, 2's in motion. He gives it to him. He's looking for a room. Tries to cut up. He hesitates way too much, this kid. The clock is running. We're down to 3 minutes. Picked up 4.5 yards maybe from their own 35-yard line. score. They got to start throwing the ball, Tim.
Yeah.
Tight formation here, 2 running backs. Good handoff. Picks up some good yards, probably a first down. Yes, you're going to move the chains on this one, too.
Freeman on the carry.
Good run, so they move the ball when they want to.
They move the ball and they eat the clock up, but they got to get points.
They sputter. Anthony Barrett coming out, number 74. First down from their own 31. Quarterback in the shotgun position. He'll take it himself, Tim. That kid is a horse.
Yeah, and he close
Picks
to
up
first
10.
down.
Picks up 10 just like that.
So he's going to have maybe a yard to go here, maybe 2nd and 1.
Yeah, he's a weapon. You
But,
roll him out and do a little bit more and have to bring those safeties up to tackle him. Somebody's going to be open. Maybe he could complete a pass.
He's going to have to move quicker because they're down under 2 minutes. I mean, I think I'd be going here pretty soon to no huddle.
2 wide outs. 2's in motion again. He's back to pass. Being harassed.
It's wide open on this
He's
side.
going to run if he's smart. He takes it himself. Easy first down. Did not get out of bounds, which is too bad. Clock will stop to move the chains. I can't see what's on the clock.
I think we're 1:16.
There you go. That looks good.
Yeah. I mean, I don't believe they've used many timeouts, maybe 1. So they might have 2 left, and I don't know, it looks like they're using 1 now.
Yeah, I think you get 2 a half.
3.
3?
3, yeah.
That's too many. Commercial breaks. Speaking of commercial breaks, the Snack Shack is open. For those listening, this is live. Get down there. Plenty of good snacks down there. Probably some Halloween candy to go along with it.
So what do they got for snacks, Paulie? Can you fill me in?
If I had to guess, they've had sausage and peppers in the past,
Oh,
which you can't beat. Of course, they got the hot dogs. Those are deadly in a good way, which is good.
I know they got popcorn.
Oh, the saltiest popcorn in the state is what I've been told.
And don't they do some candy bars or candy too?
There's some candy bars.
Okay.
Sanborn's trying to come up with something, and somebody's walking off the field. Is that Jake Crowley? Oh, my
80
goodness.
something. Yeah,
Oh.
81. 81's Crowley, right?
He cannot be injured. Oh, my goodness. Looking at his left arm. First down for Sanborn. On the Plymouth 48, he's back to pass again. Puts it up there. He's wide open. He catches
he's
it.
gone.
10's going down the sideline.
Oh,
Holy mackerel.
Great
Somebody
play.
ran him down.
yeah, I thought he was gone and he got run down because he was ahead of his defender. I don't know who got over there and made that tackle. Made a great play on it.
Calvin Swanson. And
So
Brock Tanner.
they-
Calvin Swanson, Brock Tanner run him down. The receiver has not gotten up off the ground yet, but they did save a touchdown on that.
Yeah, he was going. It looked like he was going in.
It's a beautiful throw just over the shoulder. The kid caught it. It was the only one who could catch it, and he took off. But he got run down. I'm more trying to figure out what Jake Crowley's doing on the sideline. Trying to figure out if he's okay. Great play. Finally, the quarterback connects for Sanborn. The kid's tougher.
Well, they had 2 great plays. The run the quarterback had the play before as well. So they've had 2 pretty good-sized gainers.
Yeah,
And they're down inside the 20.
and they are better than their record. And they're showing up today.
Yep.
And they're looking pretty good, putting the Plymouth defense to the test. I don't know if that was another timeout or
Well, I did.
injury on the field.
It's
And
an injury on the field.
yeah, he's on the sideline over there. He's not getting up just yet. Didn't look like a tough job. We'll be back. We got to see. We'll be right back, folks. We're back, Tim. Injury timeout, which we never like to see that in a high school game. Want these kids to stay healthy and continue to play with their passion. And they're knocking on the door now. It's around the 16-yard line. Shotgun position with 2 wideouts. 2's in motion. He's got it. Quick handoff. He cuts it upfield. Finally, gets more yards than he has all day doing that play.
We're at 49, 48 seconds, and the clock is running. And they've got a couple timeouts in the bank at this point, but
Going from the 12-yard line. We know this quarterback could throw it. Quick handoff up the middle. Didn't fool anybody. Might get a couple yards, but they got to start using their timeouts. There it is.
27 seconds. There's one of them.
Timeout. The ball is on the 11-yard line. Plymouth is up 14-0. Sanborn's offense finally starting to click a little bit.
So they have it at the 11, and they've got, I believe, one timeout left. They're probably going to have to go to the air.
And it's 3rd down.
Yeah.
So it's 2-down territory. I don't think they're kicking anything. But the quarterback could do this. He could put the ball in the end zone. We know that. But I'm more inclined to have him run.
Yeah.
And
Well, when he's gone back and things have kind of broken apart a little bit, he seems to find a way to break tackles and get it outside and get some yardage.
Well, yeah, he's got to have a running play for him.
Mm-hmm.
One extra blocker out there when the quarterback is running. And he goes for the sideline, either side, get to the corner, but get out of bounds. He's only got 2 shots at it from here.
So I wonder about a play like a quarterback draw.
You want to get out of bounds, so I would
that's
have to
true, that's
have him
true.
go wide on a rollout. I go to the short side of the field. He might get away with that. It's tight formation. Everybody's over center. Back to the handoff. Hit a stone wall, not going anywhere.
They're lining right up. They're going to try to run another play.
3rd and a yard. Is that 9 seconds left?
Yeah, it's a 4th down. Is it a 3rd or a 4th down here? Oh, they're measuring. 4th?
No, that was 3rd down. Now it's going to be 4th, but I didn't think he was close.
Aye.
It's not going to matter anyway, is it?
He's got it.
He's got a 1st down by a nose.
Yeah.
It's the 2nd time.
Second.
Well, you know what? It's good they're measuring. Too close to call. I thought it was way short. But it's the time factor now that's against him. 1st and goal from what looks like about the 7, 6. Big play. There it is, a nice pass, beautiful.
He's got it. Nice
Kid's got
play.
this quarterback's got a great release. He rolled out a little flat, little in the flat. Defense was near him, but he put it where only his receiver could get it. Held on 2 hands. That's a good big touchdown right there for Sanborn. Close out the half. Give him a little momentum.
We got ourselves a game, Paul. 14-6.
Yep, not going to be running time today, I don't think.
No, and I think Plymouth gets a second half kickoff. Am I correct? Or,
Yes.
Yeah, because Sanborn got the opening kickoff.
They're going for 2. They don't have a kicker. I'd do the same play if I'm his quarterback. and run it in himself maybe. He hands it off to number 2, cuts it up.
He's
Looks
in.
close. He's in. Sanborn is jacked. These guys are all excited. Big high fives out there. Close out the half with 7 points.
8 points, 14-8.
8 points, a 2-point play. You're right. 14-8. What a great offensive run they just had. Well, that gives Coach Lamb little to work on for defense.
Yeah.
This quarterback this kid's legit. He could throw the ball and he could run the ball. They've been patient, so Plymouth has their work cut out for them. 14-8, no gimmies today.
And they'll probably just sit on the ball. I'm looking. Is it 9 seconds? That's hard for me to read. Or
10?
10 seconds. Not much time.
Perfect time for a run back for a touchdown.
Well, you know, they got 3 seconds?
12 seconds.
12 seconds. Andrew Fenn is helping us out here with the clock that's very hard to read when the sun hits it here. But, I mean, you got Dylan Welch back there, and that's a potential return anytime.
Dylan is back. There's 2 back there, and that's Brock Tanner with him. So I don't know if these guys are going to kick to him. No, they're not.
Smart move.
They're going to end it. Leave it right there. We'll run the clock out. It'll be halftime. 14-8, Plymouth in the lead against Sanborn. Pemmy Baker TV bringing you this live today with Tim Tyler. And I'm Paul Ferentz, and we'll see you right after this half is over. Seconds to go. I think we'll take a knee on this, Tim.
I don't know. I wouldn't be stunned if he threw it deep.
I don't see Jake Crowley. Is he out there, number 81?
No, I don't.
I don't see him on the sideline either. Yeah, he is on the sideline. He has his pads off. We cannot lose that kid. Not with the playoffs coming up. He's wrapped up with ice on the shoulder.
Now, there's timeout, evidently.
Plymouth called timeout.
Yeah.
Timeout, Plymouth.
8 seconds to go.
Hey, you know, they're in a game.
It's practice. It's practice. You got to. This might be a real game. It is a real game. But if you're in the playoffs, you need to get down there. With Jake crawling on the sideline. I don't know who you have in mind.
8 seconds and you're at midfield. What do you got in the playbook?
Dylan Vesey, number 83, as fast as anybody on this field, is going out wide to the left. Dylan Welch, number 28, looks like he's going to be in the slot. I have no idea what Coach Sanborn come up with on this sandlot play. We'll see. Crosses over center. No shotgun here. There goes Welch. And he is back to pass. He's going to go long down the right side. It's going to be almost picked off. Not even close. Brock Tanner was supposed to be down there. He threw it instead to the Sanborn defender. So there's still time left on the clock. Oh, my goodness. Never say never. You got that right. Remember the Hanover game.
Oh, yes, yes.
My
Timeout,
goodness.
timeout. And they scored with the clock over because it was a defensive penalty, I think.
It was crazy.
And actually, at the time, they were up 14-0, I think, when that happened.
Cody Bannon ran that
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
He was a good running quarterback. Here we go. Should be the last play of the half.
Timeout, Plymouth.
What is Plymouth doing?
Timeout.
Coach Sanborn has a plan, and we've learned over the years.
You can't question it.
You can't question it because it's amazing sometimes.
No, that play, I thought there was
Yeah.
no time on the clock, and Cody Bannon goes about 21 yards for the score, which was amazing.
And he had used his timeouts all at the end of that half. And that was after Hanover had marched down the field and did not score. But they had, they were hanging in there, and that touchdown kind of put them away.
Be a presentation for the Charles Lenahan Athletic Complex. Please go to the south end of the field by the parking lot for the presentation.
One play left. Sanborn Indians got everybody deep.
Well, you would think they'd have everyone deep.
Well, the last pass was to the Sanborn guys, so I'm not worried about it. They're back there. Would I love to see a score here? You bet. Shotgun position for Cross. He's going to go long. He's being chased. They didn't grab him. He's over the line of scrimmage. It's not going to work. I don't think anybody saw that either. That's going to be halftime, folks. 14-8 Plymouth in control over Sanborn Indians, and we'll see you after the half.
The last moments, looking at the forecast tomorrow, didn't look like we wanted to be here in the pouring rain. But I do want to take this time and opportunity to thank the school, Sanborn, and the principal, Brian Stack, and the coaches from Sanborn. They were most grateful in accommodating us and making this happen. They had to leave school early today, and with a great administrative team that I have, we coordinated this to make sure that we could enjoy this beautiful day that we're used to here in Plymouth. I know I shouldn't do this, but I am going to thank a number of people, and I will probably forget, which I step in anyways, but that's fine. I do want to thank the superintendent of schools, Kyla Welch, to my right, who's put a ton of work into making this happen, this program happen today. Thank you very much, Kyla. Thank you. The Pemmy Baker School Board authorized and supported this adventure, Chuck, 100%. And I thank them very much, and I know a number of them are in the audience today, and thank you. Chuck, there are a number of people, obviously, because we had to move the event. Billy Ball from Exodus sends his very best. Your very good friend, Carol Dosenbring, she was coming, and she sends her best. I do want to recognize, and I really appreciate the executive director from the NHIAA is here, Mr. Jeff Collins in the back. Jeffrey, thank you very much, and Chuck, I know we appreciate that. If you look in the back, I want to thank the cheerleading squad. This used to be Welcome to the Land of Lenahan, okay? I didn't think that would be a very good dedication, the Land of Lenahan, but the entire complex, Chuck, suits your tradition and everything you've done here. So the Land of Lenahan is now turning into the Lenahan complex. Kylie, we do have a bouquet of flowers for the lovely Carol Lenahan. Carol, thank you on behalf of... I just can't imagine what those years were like, Carol, but I had the opportunity to spend many of them with you as we went through this wonderful, wonderful journey. And again, thank you to the SAU 48 community. It is quite an honor to work in this district. It is something special. You turn around and look at these facilities and how they're kept. Special thank you to John Francis and his staff, Robert Cormier from our buildings and grounds to make this happen. If you take a look when you get a chance, take a look at this piece, what they did. Obviously the flowers we couldn't have planned because we just kept pushing this out and off we went. So I do want to turn over because we've got a few facts, and I couldn't get by without this guy. Every other day I ask him to do something different between COVID, subs, emergency management, and now I asked him to be the athletic director, and he is doing one heck of a job. Todd Austin.
Thank you, Bruce. So it was 1971, the year Chuck Lenahan came to Plymouth, and he spent 50 years coaching student athletes and working with our students here in Plymouth High School. For those of you that don't know, he did officially retire last year as our softball coach. 50 years, amazing. 43 of those years he spent here as our athletic director and PE teacher. Numerous families, students, and athletes took Chuck's guidance and have done great things. A lot of people in this community wouldn't be where they are today without Chuck Lenahan's guidance. When you look around at this complex, when he got here, we had a football field and, in his terms, a really rough baseball diamond. We also only had 7 varsity teams. Under Chuck's guidance, that number grew to 30 teams when Chuck left. The soccer and lacrosse field, the tennis courts down below, 2 ski jumps were built with Norm LeBlanc's help. But 2 ski jumps since Chuck's been here, the snack shack, and everything else you see is due to him and his perseverance and leadership in this community. I personally had the pleasure to coach with Chuck for 12 years. Also coached under Chuck as a wrestling coach, baseball coach, and I can't say enough about the help you have given me. This complex bearing his name is fitting because everybody that ever comes here again will know Chuck Lenahan. He will never be forgotten, and the legacy he leaves behind will never be forgotten. It was John Habib, he was a sports writer for the Union Leader, who first penned The Land of Lenahan. Could have been in the 90s, before I got here. But now, The Land of Lenahan, we're going to make it official. And I'm truly honored that I get to be the first person to welcome all of you to Charles Lenahan Athletic Complex.
Wow. Thank you very much. Wow, I didn't, that is really something. I guess I get through this. I wasn't well prepared, I guess. I figured it'd be no big deal, Carol, let's go. And anyway, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for the unconditional support from my wife, Carol. She didn't really care we won or lost so much as how many more we got to go. I said, okay. My daughter, Bridget, unfortunately, is unable to be here today. She had everything planned, moved everything from next 2 days to today in a store up in Portland, Maine, so she's not very happy. But I told her I had no say. Bruce did it all, so let him deal with it. My sure wish you could be here list would include my mom and my dad, of course. I wish they could be here. Dad would think that's pretty good. And of course, George Zulius. It's great to see that over there. George Zulius football field. George hired me in 1971. And we did not get off to a real good start. And I remember going in to see him at the end, and I said, boy, I don't know. And he patted me on the back and told me I was doing a great job and to stick with it and keep working, and things are going to turn out great. And he just supported me all the way. So it's going to sure be an honor to see George Zulius there. Of course, we have Brian McCarthy radio booth up there. Brian was our radio man for 20 years. The Gene Ross Memorial Ski Jump just over the way, and he played for me. Mark Dakota Viewing Complex, of course, he was one of my players. And Jared Van Alt's bench out there, so this is a pretty special place for me, to say the least. I started making a list of all the coaches. When I went over 100, I said, I don't think I can read 100 names off. So I had to limit it somewhere, so I said, well, if you didn't make 40 years, the hell with you. So that got it down to 3 people. I want to start with Phil McCormick. Where's Phil McCormick? There he is. 43 years. Phil was with me that first year and stuck with me coaching football for 43 years. Thanks, Phil. Tom Underwood, right here. Tom came a year later, but stayed a year longer, and he's been our baseball coach, and any other time I needed a coach, it was simple. Where's Tom? Boys and girls cross country, junior high football, basketball, whatever. So Tom, 43 years. Norm LeBlanc, Norm only made 40. Where's Norm? But since Norm built 2 ski jumps, I said, well, 2 ski jumps. I remember we put the first one in. My father-in-law, Bob Whitehouse, came here with a bulldozer, and down over the hill he went, and we said, oh boy, probably never going to see him again. But he came around the other side, and next thing you know, we had a ski jump, and then we had to replace it. Somewhere down there, Mr. Parsons, maybe we can put a little thing, say thanks Norm on that ski jump or something. We don't need anything else on that. That'd be good. All right, I do have some real special people I want to thank. Kathy Howard, where's my girl, Kathy? Kathy Howard, my co-AD. Great run, Kathy. Way to go, baby. I had 4 football coaches. I started, I'm telling you cannot imagine. I didn't know I had so many guys coach for me, but most of the guys coaching down there today are all were my coaches. And I do have to mention, besides Phil, 4 other guys that have been with me for 20 years, and we had a pretty good run at the end and won a couple championships. Tom Donahue, John Spear, Chris Sanborn, the present coach, and John Bounds. These guys are unbelievable and big part of our success. I see Brian Blanchard's here. Brian gets 2 good jobs. One softball. We did over 10 years extra at softball together. You guys want a challenge? Never mind coaching the guys. Try the girls. But it was great. There's so many great girls that we got to know and coach, and it was good. Brian was instrumental in building that football tower, condominium, Bruce calls it. But we did that one summer with nothing else to do, so that was great. We have 3 guys in the school that are instrumental in the success. Randy Cleary, he's now the assistant principal. He started out in school suspension. Todd Austin was a one-on-one aide. And Rick Knowles was in the building trades. Those 3 guys moved on to be assistant principals, athletic directors, and they are just fantastic job because they care so much about the kids, and it's such a pleasure to work with those 3 guys. Just outstanding. Just outstanding. I like that. Oh, here's a new superintendent. I better watch what they say here. I just call it new superintendent. But I would like to say thank you to Mark Cowan. He couldn't make it today, but he was very, very supportive of me and everything we did. And I know he was instrumental in getting this through. And he was a fantastic superintendent. Do anything we could for the kids. And the final guy, of course, final thanks, Mr. Bruce Parsons. I hired him 30 years ago. I'm careful who I tell that to because lots of people like it. And the biggest reason we hired him, I think, is the way he treats kids and how much he cares about them and the whole program. What a great job he's done. We sure needed him when he came by. That was a pretty good combination, Bruce Parsons and Rick Knowles. Holy goodness. Bruce would throw him out and Rick would get him back. I cannot thank everyone enough for being here. It means so much to me, you don't know. Faculty, unbelievable. Faculty's fantastic. Our girls, Moore, and Miss Reza, and all the girls. I tell you, it's just a great place to coach, teach. And here come the Bobcats back ahead 14-8, so we're going to go back and watch them. Again, thank you for being here. I appreciate it so much.
Nice round of applause. And if you get a chance, please, the Chuck Lenahan Athletic Complex, these fields are dedicated to Charles Chuck Lenahan in recognition of your 43 years as Plymouth Regional High School teacher, football coach, and athletic director, 1971 to 2014. As Chuck always says, success belongs to those who prepare for it.
Ready for a kickoff here in a minute or two. I think the Bobcats kind of got their hands full today. 14-8, they're up by 6, but Sanborn has moved the ball. And onside kick.
What was that? I never.
That happened so fast that they lined up in like a circle, and there was a flag, so maybe they were offside. I'm not sure.
But I didn't hear a whistle to start the half.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened, but it looks like they got to redo it anyway.
Wow, that was interesting. So they're in it to win it.
Hey, it's the last game of the season. They're not going to be in the playoffs, and they're going to do everything they can. And the Bobcats, obviously, they're looking ahead to next week. And I'm certainly not saying they're taking this game lightly, but Sanborn's, a good club. They've played them tough, and this is a good test for the Bobcats anyway. I'd rather see them challenged in the game before the playoffs
Absolutely.
any day.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Than to have a blowout. And, it will kind of, I think, help them be prepared for the first playoff game next week, which is probably going to be on the road. So
Flag came out. They're walking it back.
5 yards offside of it.
Boy, that caught me by surprise, I'll tell you that much. They didn't recover it either.
Well, I got to be honest. I've been impressed with what Sanborn's shown today. We've seen some teams, here in the past that, they just, haven't performed, and the Bobcats have dominated quick and early. This team's hanging in here, and you got to give them credit.
Illegal procedure. They're going to re-kick from their own 35. This would be perfect for a special teams exciting return. Here goes the kick now. Short one, lousy. He's going to go out of bounds. No, we pick it up anyway. Looking for room down that sideline. Running into another man. That's Dylan Welch. He's still on his feet, but out of bounds. That was a little exciting.
So we got a 14-8 game here. Bobcats hold a 6-point lead. They do get the ball first, and I think it's really important for them to put together a drive and get some points right off.
Well, I agree with what you just said earlier, that they showed up. They're making it a challenge. Plymouth has got to stay sharp. We're not going to have running time, and there won't be any JV players in there. Mm-hmm. And important, you got to stay healthy. We got Eddie Camp is back. Joe Peters is back. These guys are all been injured. And Crowley now on the sideline. He popped the shoulder, I think. But Plymouth, first down, quick handoff. That was Ciotti.
Ciotti on the carry.
Not for much, just a couple. And, of course, Cal Swanson's playing. He's the one who ran down the
That pass
Sanborn
play, yeah,
player.
yeah.
And it's good to see he's back. He's working on some kind of knee issue. But those captains show a lot of leadership. And I think that's what was missing against St. Thomas. They came out flat, didn't have the enthusiasm that those captains provide. But today's a good tune-up. You're right. Getting ready for the playoffs. Sanborn's not in it. They might as well throw everything they got at you. Second and a long 8. There goes Welch. Quick hitter up the middle again, and Sanborn's ready for him. He's only going to get a couple yards. It's going to be a big third down play right off the bat, Tim.
Yeah, big third down here at their own 42, 43-yard line, about 6 maybe.
Well,
they really need to get this. Otherwise, I mean, I doubt they're going to go for it on a 4th down unless it's a yard or less.
I think Sanborn's fired up.
Yeah.
They saw, they got to feel hopeful putting 8 points on the board just for half when the clock was against them, and they pulled it off, 14-8.
And they did it right at the end of the half.
There goes Welch. They give it to him. He's got to cut up field, looking for some room. He's going to get that first down. He's down the sideline for a big gain, Tim. Hit out of bounds, but no flag.
Well, I think he ran over one of their players on the sideline.
Welch on the carry, good for a
But that was a big first down because if they could not have converted there.
No, you're right. Plymouth has got to move the chains, maintain an offensive control for a while, sustain drive, and put something on the board.
Get points.
They usually answer. Whoever scores, they'll answer the score. And that's what they have to do right now. So they're on their own. They're on the 49-yard line of Sanborn. Dylan Vesey coming out wide to the right, number 83. He's fast. Jake Crowley not in the game. He is back to pass. It's that counter trap. He's going to get some yards. He stays on his feet, and he's still going. Great spin move. I think that's Brock Tanner. He's having a whale of a year, playing very well. Yep, Brock Tanner. Big gain right there.
Tanner on the carry, good for 8.
So right now the Bobcats doing what they need to do.
Maintain offensive control. Maintain possession. Move the chains and move the clock. Second and about 3. Quick handoff again coming around this right side to Dylan Welch. He's got a little room. He's going to get the first down easily. Good run by Dylan. Doing it all year.
Welch on the carry.
And that gets them down inside the 40-yard line to about the 31 or 2.
Yep. It's cold down there too, Tim.
Yeah.
Sun's out, thank goodness. But it's cold. These kids, they're feeling it when they get hit.
I get into the playoffs, it's going to be colder on some of those days.
Maybe snowy.
Yeah, well,
Big first down here from the 32. There goes Welch again. He gets it back to him. Defense comes up and wraps him up and throws him for a big loss.
yeah, he lost about 5 yards on that.
Yeah, 2 people missed a block, obviously. Welch was out there hanging out there by himself, and he got crushed. That's a big loss, at least 5 yards.
That's a big defensive play by the Sanborn defense, too.
Yeah, that was number 48. He laid in wait, and he just shot the gap. Nobody touched him.
So this now makes this a second and about 15. So
Yep.
I don't know what Coach Sanborn has in his playbook, but
This is a great test for Plymouth today. You know, hopefully they get the win, but it's certainly going to be a test to get them tuned up for the playoffs. Dylan Vesey out wide to the right. Crosses back, but a quick handoff up the middle to number 20.
there's Swanson, I think, on that.
Captain Cal Swanson runs hard.
But maybe a gain of 1, but they got a 3rd and 14 here.
Yeah, 3rd and a mile.
And they certainly, I would say they're in 4-down territory most likely.
One back set. There goes Brock. It's a reverse for no gain. Number 40 for Sanborn Indians comes up and stuffs him. Cal Swanson goes nowhere, maybe a yard. Big fourth down here, so Sanborn is jacked. They are very excited about what position they're in right now.
And it looks like he's going to go for it. I mean, at the 35, it would be tough to punt the ball without it going probably in the end zone anyway. So
Right. Well, they can pick this up. We know that. I like to see Cross take it himself, make believe he's going to pass, and just keep going. He is back to pass. He gets
he got nailed
right away. Number 40, their quarterback is having a day.
You could see him coming, and he timed it perfectly. And not only did the Bobcats lose the ball on downs, but Sanborn's got the ball at their own 41-yard line. That's pretty good field position.
No,
they were only down by 6.
They are fired up, coming out of here red hot for the second half of this game, and they're putting Plymouth to the test. And that number 40 is having a whale of a game. He's doing everything for him. He led him on that touchdown just before the half, and now he's in good shape here again to get the offense going. Two's in motion. That center stinks. He gets dragged down on a busted play.
Yeah.
He still gets 5 yards.
I know. I've seen them run, snaps that have been on the ground, mishandled handoffs, and they still get 5 yards on them. I think we're about 8 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yep, 8:20 and running. 3 wideouts to the right. Shotgun for the Sanborn quarterback. Quick throw out there, terrible pass. Try to get 2 in the flats, see if he could pick his way. Quarterback just not on his best passing day. And when he is on, his receivers have dropped it. So they're not clicking. I'm sure I don't know if they've played a better game than this year. They won 5 games?
3.
3 games. So I don't know who they beat.
I believe they were 3-5. Yeah, 3-5.
They're down in about 8, 7. Back again. He's rolling out. He's getting chased by Matt Cleary. Gets thrown down. Long pass down the sideline. Overthrew him. Good defense was right there. Matt Cleary was about to close in on this quarterback, and he gave him a stiff arm and dropped him. And I don't know why he doesn't run it, this kid.
Actually, I thought this kid might have gotten the first down running it there.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, with his ability to break tackles. So they're probably going to have to punt here. I doubt they're going to go for this at their own 45, but.
Well, when you're 3-5.
Who knows?
Who knows? The quarterback does the punting as well. Number 40, he's out there with the play looking at his wristband. I don't think he's looking up what to do on a punt.
No, I think they may go for it.
It looks like it.
They're playing all out. They want this game.
Yeah, they're all in. 2 wideouts to the left. Shotgun position. There goes number 2. He gives it to him. He tries to cut up field.
He's got it.
He's got the room. He gets hit hard, but he gets to get the first down,
Close.
I think.
I think he's got it, but it's close.
They are playing. They are all in, Tim. It really is something. They are throwing caution to the wind. They don't mind a bit. It's going to be another one by a nose.
Yeah, they're going to measure this, but,
This looks better than the other one that they got, so.
And they're in Bobcat territory at the 49 with this placement right now.
Half a football.
Yeah, he got it.
Sanborn is on the move. Half a football. They are throwing caution they are just playing hard.
And a lot of these plays, the snap is low, and the quarterback has to bring it up and hand it off.
Yeah, the center.
The centers have been poor.
He stinks. He's probably frustrating the heck out of the quarterback. But first down, inside Plymouth territory. Another one to number 2, trying to pick his way. He's got a little running room. He's going to pick up a good 7-8 yards.
You know, and they're not really doing anything extremely fancy or deceptive, but these backs are getting 5-6 yards.
They're playing like they know they could win this game.
Yeah.
That's what they're thinking. And they're playing hard, going for it on fourth down, doing what they do. And they're, again, their quarterback, number 40, offense and defense, playing really well. They're very enthusiastic out there. You better wake up. Quick hitter up the middle again. He's got plenty of room. He is going down the sideline. Nobody's going to get him. Completely off guard and flat foot. That's the old counter we like to use. That's number 44, Josh Surratt, senior. And Sanborn is electric right now.
14-14, so we'll see. I don't know if they have a kicker or not because they went for the 2-point conversion at the end of the first half. They may not have a kicker, and that may be a choice they make anyway, but this would certainly be the place to have the kicker to go up by 1. But
what a ball game.
They look like they're going for 2. They don't have a kicker.
This is some ball game right now, folks. 4:50 in the third quarter. Sanborn trying to get 2 more on the board. The old counter again. Is he not going to make it? It's close.
No, he didn't get in. Surprise! They usually the point is oftentimes automatic, not always.
4:58 in the third quarter.
14-14.
When's the last time you heard that at this field? Not often.
No, especially against a team that's 3-5.
Not often. Well, they wanted to play this game. They didn't want to play in the rain for a lot of reasons, mostly injuries, and so they arranged to have this game played this afternoon. And Sanborn's probably happy they get out of school early, get the bus ride up here. So
to the beautiful White Mountains.
But you know what? The second quarter, when they drove down there for that touchdown, gave them a little hope and belief. And guess what? They showed up this half. That sneaky onside kick had everybody fooled. And luckily they didn't get it. But they are on the move. They dumped Cross for a big loss on a rollout on our fourth down play. And they're playing good football right now. This is exactly what Plymouth needs.
I mean, I'm looking at them and I'm saying it's kind of hard for me to believe they're not a playoff team, the way they're played. Another onside
kick. Did it go 10?
Close, but Plymouth fielded it clean.
That was the number 30. That was Gianni Ciotti.
Yeah, he made a nice play on that and fielded it clean. So they got good field position, but they had field position before down inside the 40 and couldn't do much with it. So
but tells you Sanborn's all in. They're going for it.
Yeah.
You know, you're right. They're going to sacrifice field position for the hope they can get possession. And their defense stopped them last time.
And
they're thinking they could do it again.
They probably want to keep it away from Dylan Welch, too, for a return. So.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. Quick one to Ciotti. Turns upfield for a couple yards. Plymouth has got their hands full right now, Tim.
Yeah, they haven't been able to break any fairly long runs here so far in the half. And they need one of those breakaway runs to, get the ball down close to pay dirt. Sanborn's been stingy defensively.
Dylan Welch trying to get something going here on offense. Crossover center. Quick pop up the middle. That's the kind of play that Ciotti gets through that first line of defense and then he goes. Picked up a couple yards.
But I guess if you look at the line of scrimmage, I would say right now that, Sanborn may be winning that battle some at this point. They're giving, but they're bending, but not really breaking as far as the Bobcats being able to break big holes.
Third down. 5 to go. Quick handoff up the middle. That's a great play.
They haven't had a lot of those this half. That was big because
That was Anthony Ciotti going to move those chains again. It's just what Plymouth needs. Maintain possession, and they got to answer this.
They need a patented Plymouth drive where they plays like that. They need to put a string of them together.
So they're at the 37-yard line of Sanborn. Quick pitch going to the right side. Looking for a room. Good run. It looks like Ciotti again. Close to another first down. Yep. Second and about 2.5, 3 to go. Plymouth has got to move these chains, maintain possession, but they got to put points on the board right now. Right now. If Sanborn's going to, they came out fired up this half, and they're playing well.
Second, maybe a yard or two here. Long one.
Plenty of room right there, except for that saving tackle. Ciotti breaks through, gets that first down. They're going to move the chains again. Back in Sanborn up. They have to get in the end zone.
We're down to 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Just goes right by fast, doesn't it?
This has been time consuming.
Quick. It's almost like it was running time. We'd be home by now. Big play for Plymouth. Knocking on the door here from the 25-yard line. Another handoff. We're running it. Ciotti, nowhere to go. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe not. Close.
Sanborn quarterbacks all over the field.
That number, they're number 40.
Yeah.
Senior year. Last game.
Yeah.
No playoffs. He's not backing down. He's putting it all out there. 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. And this quarter is almost over. We're under 2 minutes. There goes Welch. What a good play and cut up field.
Lost the ball.
Oh my goodness, you got to be kidding me.
I don't know.
Dylan breaks through that first line. He does that spin move. Referee call this yet?
Sanborn, I believe he said it's Sanborn ball. Yep.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, right at the end, he made the motion.
That's a shame. Plymouth does not turn the ball over, usually. You count on one hand how many times this year, if I had a bet. So that's unusual. And Dylan was breaking away. He had the first down.
Yeah, he was down around the 15-yard line.
This is a different chain of events than we were expecting today, Tim. Sanborn takes over.
Well, it's almost Halloween.
Plymouth defense better show up right now. Quick one right there. Defense is on it. Blow the whistle, boys. Picked up a couple yards. Almost 5. They're working from the 20-yard line. Sanborn. Boy, this second half. This is a dogfight.
Down under a minute.
This looks like field goal time. It might be a field goal.
Yeah.
14-14. Sanborn holding their own. Playing good defense, recovering a fumble. Very uncharacteristic of Plymouth. Second down now. This defense has got to stiffen up. Back to pass. He's wide open. He's going down the sideline. Nobody there. Chris, he's going to go all the way. Holy cannoli. Number 2. Look at Sanborn. Are they excited? No flags.
They
Halloween,
just, they
Tim.
hung in. And
Trick or treat. What is going on?
Hung in, and this conversion's really important, and they don't seem to kick it, so they're probably going to go for 2 again. And
Curtis Cross was running them down but couldn't catch him.
And what's crazy is if they get this conversion, Plymouth's going to have 2 scores to win this game. So they've really got to hold this extra point. Because these guys don't kick it. They go for 2.
Wow. Look at the whole line moving forward.
I don't know.
Looks like
It's going to be close. They got it.
They call it.
Got it.
Wow. The whole team just pushed forward. I don't even know who had the ball. Was it the quarterback?
Yeah, it was a quarterback sneak.
That kid's a horse. They have showed up this second half big time. Sanborn takes the lead at George Zulius Field on their last game of the season with a 3-5 record. Plymouth is in the hole playing for a playoff spot.
And I guess if Plymouth doesn't win this game, I'm not sure how that affects their playoff position.
I think they're playing for a playoff spot. I don't think it's automatic. We thought 7-2 was automatic. It doesn't look like 7-2 right this minute, but we got plenty of time.
Got a quarter and a few seconds here in the third.
Plenty of time. We've seen what they've done in the past.
And I think really offensively they have to go to the air because, they even though they're knocking off a few yards,
Well, you can't fumble.
Yeah, you can't fumble.
You can't give them the ball when you're inside their 15.
And then just not breaking any long runs. They're,
These guys are going to decide, is this going to be
an onside kick again?
Again?
Another one.
A lousy kick. Let's run it back. Find a wall. Dylan changes direction, goes out wide to the left. He's going to get dragged down by the jersey. No, he stays on his feet. Oh, my goodness. He's going down the right-hand sideline now in front of the bench. Going to give us excellent field position. And that was not a tearaway jersey.
No.
He kept his balance.
Down in midfield, we got an injured player. It looks like a Sanborn player on the far side.
Dylan Welch finding his way. He has great balance, obviously. Great athlete, great skier. You got to have balance. Held on to that. Instead of taking a field position down around the 25, we're up at the 50-yard line, giving us a fighting chance to get on the board. This has to happen now. 22-14. Plymouth is down to Sanborn. It's hard to believe.
On any given day, as they used to say in the NFL, any team could beat another. Same really in high school. I mean,
that's why we play the game.
Yeah,
huh?
And a team hangs in there, and a team that really I think is a stronger team than maybe anyone figured.
Stronger than their record.
Yeah,
I agree.
Record's a little deceptive, and they've just hung in. They never quit.
Well, they're excited now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's blood in the water, and they're excited. They're feeling it. There goes Welch. I'm glad to give him the ball right back. And they went for that ball, tried to take it from him. Dylan Welch holds on, picks up a good 5-6 yards.
And he was really one tackle away from breaking that.
Yeah, well, he's done that quite often. You're right.
So we got a
timeout.
End of the period.
End of the third period already? Holy cannoli. We'll be right back, folks. Tim, we're starting the fourth quarter here.
We're back for the final quarter, and let's see if the Bobcats can get it back here.
Good handoff there up the right side. Big run right there for the first down. Let's move these chains. Plymouth has got to get serious now. That was a great run. I think it was probably Ciotti again.
Yeah, they're inside the 40 again, but they've been there before this half, and they haven't converted.
Well, if you look at Chuck Lenahan's blueprint, it'll tell you from way back, you don't turn the ball over. You maintain possession. You kill the clock and you score. We've tried it twice, and we had the turnover. It doesn't help. There goes Joe Peters. Holy cannoli, crushed. It's a 10-yard loss in the backfield. Somebody let him walk through. That's number 40, their quarterback doing everything for them. Playing great defense today.
And they haven't put the ball up this half, and I know Crowley's not in there at this point. And I don't know if that's part of the reason they haven't gone up with it, but they've really got to keep, I think, the Sanborn defense honest. And I would think that a couple of passes would open it up a little more.
Second down and about 14. Plymouth has got to be, I mean, I can't remember the last time they're playing from behind. Another big tackle right there for no gain. Again, number 40. Having his best game of the year, probably. Against his best competition. He saved it. Kevin Kaloche. Close enough?
Close enough.
Well, he's having a monster game. And good for him. Senior, last game, right?
Yeah, they got a third here, Paul, in about 15.
This is 4-down territory.
And I think not having Crowley has affected the passing game.
Absolutely. Of course it has. He is back. He's rolling out. It's a throwback screen to Cal Swanson. No good. Overthrew him. I'm not sure 44 wasn't waiting on that one. I don't think he threw it away, but fourth down now.
Looks like you're putting the punt team in.
Perfect time for a fake.
Yeah, and I think what they want to do is pin them back as deep as they can, and they're in a field position where they probably could do that. Hoping that they can force a turnover.
We're just under 10 minutes,
Yeah,
Tim. 10 minutes in the fourth quarter with Plymouth down 8. I don't know when that's ever been said. Nice kick.
Good punt.
It's going back deep.
Probably going to hit the end zone.
It's going to go out of rounds at the 9-yard line.
Perfect. So that's what they wanted.
Will Fogarty, good job. That's the best you could do right now. Now the defense, 3 and out for Sanborn, and maybe we get lucky with a turnover on our side, maybe pick one off. But I don't think Sanborn has to do much except run the ball.
The thing of it is, if the Bobcats can shut them down on 3 downs here, they're going to force Sanborn to kick from their own end zone. And anything can happen at that point. And that's probably the strategy that Chris is looking for his defense to make a big play to get them back in this. And he only has just under 10 minutes to do it.
Well, I don't think Sanborn's lacking any confidence. So they got a wide out. They got number 2 in motion again with a terrible snap. And there goes number 40.
He still got 6-7 yards on that.
On a lousy snap. He's picking all these off the ground. That kid's a load. Second now and only about 5, 4.
They cannot give up first downs here because they don't have the time to do that. They need to shut them down in this series.
9:20 and tick, tick, tick. Quick handoff there to the left side. He's not going to get that first down yet, but he's close.
He's going to be maybe 2-yard shot. Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 2.
This is a big play.
This is the play of the game right here.
Holy cannoli. This is a big play. If they could hold him here, I don't think Sanborn would risk a 4th down from back here.
No.
They'd punt one away if they could. Or, with number 40 back there punting, the center can't even get the ball back to him.
I know.
And last time they did that, he took off with the ball, almost got it first.
He's going to quarterback sneak here, I bet. Nope, he did.
Quick handoff. Tries to turn it up. Ooh, it's going to be close. I don't think he's got it.
I don't think he did either. It's close, but I think they held him.
This is big. This is big right here. The low counter took a little too long. They wrapped him up.
They're going to measure.
Again. How many measures today? 3 measurements today, and all were by half the ball or a nose.
Yeah, this is going to be short, but then the question's going to be, I cannot believe they will go for this, but, what do they got to lose?
They're 3 and 5. 40 leans forward, he's going to get a yard. How close is this?
He's half a foot, maybe.
Oh, my goodness. It's the length of the ball.
So what do you call if you're Sanborn? Do you go
Quarterback sneak. Everybody push. Like they do in the pros, like a big rugby scrum. Yeah, they would. I don't see why they wouldn't. You got to stack it up right here. This is the play. We thought third down was the play. This is the play.
And I mean, they're obviously going to stack up the middle.
Trying to get him to jump. He jumped. They lose 5 yards. Now they have to punt.
Flag on the play.
Wow.
They were trying to get Plymouth to jump.
Wow.
They jumped. That's tough. That's tough. Because now they really have to punt.
Holy man, that's a break.
Yeah.
That's a huge break.
It's a big break for the Bobcats.
We still got a lot of work ahead of us.
8 minutes.
8 minutes.
3 seconds. That punter's back. You never know what he's
Yeah,
gonna
number
do.
40, the quarterback and do everything on defense guy, is now going to punt one out of the end zone. Plymouth should block it. That's what they should do. We got Welch back. He gets it off. It's a nice punt. It's high. Calling for a fair catch. Dylan leaves it alone. Smart play. Way to go, Dylan. Smart play.
40-yard line. So I don't know if anyone asked this question. I assume that if this was tied at the end, they do overtime? Or,
Good question, yeah.
Okay. Because I know in some cases
What do they take
don't.
from the 25, each team?
I'm not sure what they do now in high school. It used to be from the 10, and college it's the 25. I know that.
Well, we're a little ahead of ourselves, Tim.
I know, but we need to prepare the listeners for whatever may come.
Here we go. First down. 30-yard line. Quick one up the middle. That was Dylan for a very short gain. The Sanborn team is jacked. They are excited and enthusiastic, and they're leading in the fourth quarter with less than 8 minutes to play. Approaching 7 minutes. Second and a long 7. There's another one over there to the right. Dumped for a loss. I think that was Ciotti string along the line of scrimmage, and I tell you, this Sanborn is playing with a lot of confidence. They're excited, and I don't remember the last time Plymouth was in this position.
It's been a while, especially,
Certainly on this field.
especially at home.
Especially.
And the clock is not their friend right now.
They got what it takes.
Third and about 8.
Going to come up with a big play here. Quick pitch. We're coming out wide. Ciotti trying to cut up field. Not going to get that far. He picks up a couple yards. It's going to be fourth and long. A long 5. And the clock is running.
You know,
Down to 6 minutes, Tim.
Yeah, and the one thing, this has been a pretty clean game. I haven't seen any really outside of procedure once or twice. There's just been no penalties.
Well, they've had the turnover.
Yeah.
Where Joe Peters put us in position to score. Then we had our turnover.
Yeah.
And
we got a fourth down, and I think we're around 6 minutes or under 6 now.
5:35, the clock is running.
So they really...
VC is out wide to the right. This kid is fast. There goes Dylan. He's back right over the middle.
Incomplete.
That was a great play. That was first down play if he caught it. Brock Tanner, he got crushed on that play. No flag on the play. A well-thrown ball, but it was, I think he hit him right in the numbers, right through his hands. I'm not sure. But the kid was hitting him right as the ball was thrown. But again, no flag. Fourth down, going away, and here comes Sanborn from their own 35. with the clock on their side at 5:23 and counting, up 8 points. Whew. Did not expect this.
Bobcats need a turnover, a quick turnover here.
I can't believe they're going to pass. They got 2 wideouts, but if I was number 40, I'd keep it myself. Yeah, look what he does. Of course he does. He gets a couple yards. This has got to be his best game of the year for the senior. Under 5 minutes now, Tim.
And we got a second down here and 7.
Yep, second and long, 7.
And this will be 4 down territory, I think, as well. But
quick hitter up the middle. Going to get a couple out of it. I'm shocked they didn't get that first down on the 4th down when they had the big number.
Yeah.
They held him. But he didn't take it, number 40. He handed off to number 2. But
so, I mean, you figure they're probably going to use 2 downs to get this, and they got 4 yards to get maybe where they are now, and we're down at 420.
3rd down and 4.
And they could supposedly throw the ball, which I don't think Plymouth would be prepared for. But
3rd and a long 4. 40's over center. There's a counter. Little trap action. Number 3 is going to get the first down easy. Holy mackerel. There's a flag. I hate to say it, but it looked like it might have been a face mask on Plymouth. But you put another 15 yards on it, or 10.
And that's the first time we've seen a flag for anything outside of, as I said, we had a procedure call earlier. Yeah, it looks like it's face mask.
Yeah.
It's going to move the
Jake Friedman, another senior with a great run to give him the first down.
And down at 354.
5 yard face mask.
Now into Plymouth territory at the 45-yard line with 3:50 and counting. Well, we got to strip the ball. These guys would be crazy to throw it, wouldn't they? They can't throw the ball.
I guess probably the onside kicks and everything, going for it inside the 15-yard line. Who knows? They've kind of done away with conventional.
Number 2 cutting it up again. He's going to get a couple yards.
The problem is Plymouth hasn't been able to stop their running game here in this half. They've been getting 4, 5, 6 yards a crack. So they don't really need to throw it.
Well, they hold on to this. This is going to make their season.
Yeah.
These seniors will be tickled. And I do hope Plymouth still makes the playoffs. If 6-3 can make the playoffs, I still wouldn't want to play Plymouth because they're going to figure something out from this game. Here we go, 2nd and a long 6. Number 2 coming. The jet sweep, handoff up the middle. 44. 2:37 and counting, unless we're calling timeouts. Is that a Plymouth timeout?
Yeah, they've got to start using them now because
well, the crowd that's left here, Tim, must be stunned.
I think everyone's stunned.
Must be stunned.
Yeah, I don't think, especially when they're up 14-0 in the first half, although Sanborn had certainly given them a tussle. When they scored that touchdown just before the half and then converted, you kind of knew this could be tough.
And they came out in the second half fired up.
Yeah.
That goofy onside kick that didn't work, but still.
Still,
it told you they were all in. You set the tone.
And the times that they've had adversity, they've recovered from it. The interception in that first drive, where they'd moved the ball so well, not converting that onside kick, and then
Look at Sanborn running out.
Yeah, they're so hyped now.
They're hyped. They got fresh legs. They're feeling it. That bus ride home is going to be nuts. I'd take all those kids out for something to eat. Here we go. Third down. He's back to pass. Easy completion to number 3. He's out of bounds for the easy first down. Reckless abandon. They're playing.
Yeah.
They're playing.
That's what I said. You know, they are
playing.
They've had those plays, and they didn't convert on them early in the game, and they used that play for first down.
It's amazing what a little confidence will do for you. You can see it. Their heads are up. They're playing hard and fast. They're excited. And they got a big first down, and we're approaching 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Quick handoff number 2. He's not going anywhere. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage or a loss of 1.
I mean, the game
I think we got another timeout going here.
I mean, what they've got to do is they'll use up their timeouts, and they might get the ball back, but they won't have any timeouts, and they got to score and convert just to get overtime.
2:25. Plymouth is down 22-14 in this fourth quarter on a Friday afternoon. It's a trick or treat for Sanborn, getting the treat.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
But I'm going to presume that Plymouth will still get into the playoffs, probably as a 7 or 8 seed. But
Our producer, Andrew Fenn, thinks so. I'm hoping he's right, because Plymouth will rebound and recover from this.
And I think it's also going to affect who they play, because they may misinterpret some things, because Plymouth, I think, can still beat anyone on any day.
Yes, I agree. Second down. Just a yard to go. He's in the shotgun. 2 goes by, gives it to him. He's going to go wide. I don't know who's out there. They're going to get him or not. Don't tell me. Run him out of bounds around the 10-yard line. They're looking to score again, Tim.
Yeah.
I'll leave no doubt. What a hard-fought win for them. Good for them. They didn't die on a 3-5 season. They didn't give up. They showed up. Everybody knows how tough it is to come to Plymouth and play well, and they never back down. Good for the seniors. Memorable for them. Can't see it. Going up the middle. Big run. Was that number 40? Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he's 3 yards from pay dirt.
He has put him on that back.
Yeah.
He put this team on his back today.
Yeah.
Second, right inside the 10-yard line. Minute and 53, 52 and counting. Wow. They're playing the clock now. They're doing everything they're supposed to do. Everything Plymouth would do against them.
And they're just 3 yards from pay dirt, so.
Second down.
I think Sanborn called that timeout.
2nd and 5. They're on the 10-yard line.
I mean, the only thing Plymouth can hope for is a turnover here. And
Somebody scoop a turnover,
yeah.
pick it up and run 90 yards.
Yeah, or
That'd
just
be
to get
nice.
The ball. I mean, that's because obviously any points are going to kill them, and
Sanborn penalty for delay.
so the crowd's pretty quiet. I think stunned.
I agree.
And the Sanborn sidelines, the 6 or 7 who are over there. I'm looking at the bleachers on my left. I think it's 4 or 5 people there, and I don't know if you see any other. The few on the right as well. They might have 10 fans here.
High school football, you said it earlier, you got to play the game, see what happens.
Yeah.
You know, and win or lose, Plymouth will, I think you're right, and Andrew Fenn, 6-3 will get you in the playoffs. And I don't care who, I wouldn't want to play Plymouth. They know they're going to bounce back from this. They know they're going to be playing good football.
This is the team that gave Timberlane, Timberlane's probably toughest game of the year. They were ahead early in that game. Timberlane blew out a lot of teams, and they might have, I don't know if they had a game any closer, but.
Second down. Can't see who has that.
He's
Somebody not out of bounds. The clock is running.
No, he's down close.
1:19 to go in the game.
It's probably down around the.
Sanborn knocking on the door inside the 10.
And we're down to a minute, maybe. Another timeout.
Minute and 12 seconds. 22-14. Plymouth is down on their home field. Last game of the season for Sanborn.
So I mentioned Timberlane. They beat St. Thomas 49-0. Kennett 43-0. 47-21 over Merrimack Valley. They beat Plymouth 28-13. Beat Guilford Belmont 47-12. Beat Sanborn 47-14. Beat Pembroke 49-13. And beat Kingswood 49-0. They have Milford this weekend.
That's a lot of scoring.
And I mean, that, again, Plymouth was ahead in that game late in the first half until the fumble. So if they do end up drawing Timberlane in the playoffs, and that might be the case if they make it, you never know.
Shotgun position. Quick handoff up the middle. I don't know if he's not going to get a first down either.
So we're going to have a fourth down. We're down under a minute, 59 seconds. And I don't know if they're going to even have a chance here to get the ball if they hold them.
Quarterback coming in, big number 40. Quite the game today.
Yeah, but 2 yards to go. So if they hold him here, they might get a play or two. He's taking his time.
Number 3, they stack them up.
Stack them up, so they're going to get the ball, and they're going to get maybe 2 or 3 plays. So what do you call?
Is that 19 seconds?
19 seconds left.
Well, we've seen Cole Johnston go from the 3-yard line. Let's get Cole back here.
Listen, stranger things have happened. I think, you know, he's probably got to have a play up his sleeve somewhere for this. Maybe a double reverse.
Look at how deep Sanborn is. They're back on the 35-yard line. They're going to give you anything you want in the middle for 20 yards.
Well, I think you got to think it'll be Dylan Welch anyway, because he's the one that can break it.
Back to Dylan. Didn't catch it. I don't know where that pass looks short. And at his feet. 15 seconds. That little screenplay, I don't know how far he thought he was going to get, but.
Well, the problem is once he starts running, the clock's running, and he's got to get out of bounds. And any yardage that he runs is going to run that clock down. So
Crosses in with the play. Curtis, number 12. One beautiful pass to Crowley for a touchdown the first half. Brock Tanner's out wide to the left. Here we go. He is back to pass. He's looking. A little wheel route. Overthrows him. That was Joe Peters trying to get in the mix. Captain, back first game after 6 weeks. Good to have him, so he's ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, that pass was slightly overthrown, and the thing of it is, they get a guy out here in the secondary. You never know what can happen.
10 seconds left in this game. Sanborn with 3 guys deep. 35-yard line, just in case someone catches it. Brock is out wide again. Curtis back to throw. He's got a little pressure on him. He lets a long one fly. It's going to get picked off. Number 15 for Sanborn. For some reason he's running it back. And he's out of bounds at the 20, and there's a flag on the play. And the clock is run out. Well, I don't know how you end on a penalty, but we'll see.
I think
Doesn't matter at this
if
point.
it's a defensive penalty, you can't end the half. So, Paul, should be interesting how the seeding ends up in Division II. And we still hope that Bobcats squeeze into the playoffs. But this one, big upset. Sanborn played hard, deserved it. You know, they had adversity early when they lost that interception on that good drive they had started. And even being down 14-0, they hung in there and pulled it out.
Yeah, you got to take your hats off to them.
Yeah, you do. You do.
And they're going to enjoy that bus ride home. It's as if this makes their season.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
you come up and beat Plymouth, and I mean that's a heck of an accomplishment. And the Bobcats can still hold their heads high. 6-3 this year. Gave Timberlane the toughest game Timberlane had all year, and certainly, you know that from 1 week to the next, things can change pretty radically and pretty quickly. And,
yeah, we'll see how the brackets shake out, and if.
And this team will be ready for whoever they play.
Oh, that's a fact. But it's a stunner.
Yeah, yeah.
I am stunned. I was hoping for running time. I figured that one out. In the first quarter, that wasn't going to happen.
It wasn't going to happen today.
And good for Sanborn and those seniors. It's a happy day for them, a way to end their careers. If anybody's going on to the next level, I don't know, but good for them. They showed up. They're going to have a great bus ride home and a great weekend. Plymouth is going to lick their wounds and figure out how to improve. And, again, I wouldn't want to play them in the playoffs. Plymouth will be ready for anybody they draw. And it's been a pleasure this afternoon, Tim. I appreciate you being here, helping us out.
Oh, Paul, it's been fun for me coming back after semi-retirement, I guess. But, but I've enjoyed it, and obviously I love to cover the Bobcat football, and doing it with you has just been 5-6 years of enjoyment.
And I want to thank Andrew Fenn, our producer. Yeoman's work. He's working alone again, but kids get to enjoy this game. Well, I don't know. I don't think they're going to enjoy it, Tim. Why did I say that?
They will learn from it.
This might not even be viewed. We'll have to see. But
they will learn from it.
But Pemmy Baker TV, we're signing off. We'll see you in the playoffs, folks.
Okay.
Have a great weekend.